All right, you guys, the question on the table is, who would the Arizona Cardinals select with that 16th pick overall? All right, guys, if you have not subscribed to Noble Sports Entertainment, make sure you subscribe, because on this channel, we talk sports, period. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. All right, guys, there's a lot of guys and there's a lot of candidates that the Arizona Cardinals could take with the 16th pick overall in the 2021 NFL draft. And if you don't know, that draft is April 29th on a Thursday night. So get your popcorn ready, because it's going to be a doozy. I definitely think that the Arizona Cardinals have some needs, and we can talk about possibly getting an offensive lineman. You could talk about getting a running back, and you could talk about getting a corner as well. Now, the need that I see that the Arizona Cardinals probably have the most, to me, would probably be the cornerback position. I know that you can pick up a running back anytime, but there is a couple studs in this draft at running back that I would definitely probably not pass on, because these guys are probably go really, really fast. These guys, if they don't make it in the first round, they probably will end up being second round selections. But let's just talk about the need at corner. Now, we know in the offseason, pretty much, you know the reports that Patrick Peterson is no longer an Arizona Cardinal. He has signed a one-year deal to go to the Minnesota Vikings. I think that deal was worth $10 million. And then not only that, the Arizona Cardinals cut and released Robert Alford, who has not played a snap for the Arizona Cardinals. Released him and then brought him back in. So pretty much they brought him in on a one-year deal. I think it's reportedly worth $9 million. And then they also just picked up Malcolm Butler as well on a one-year deal. So it looks like they're going to bring the veteran guys in and allow them to be able to do their thing as well. But I just think that they need a new number one at the corner. And there's a couple guys on my mind that the Arizona Cardinals can take in the draft. And that's Caleb Farley from Virginia Tech, Patrick Surtain Jr. from Alabama, and then you have from South Carolina, J.C. Horn. These three guys, to me, are the top of the line corners and the cream of the crop that the Arizona Cardinals could select with that 16th pick overall. You need to get a number one. You need to get some young talent. And I definitely think that these guys is the talent that the Arizona Cardinals can use. I really don't trust Robert Alford as much, because he has not played a snap for the Arizona Cardinals. And I don't understand personally, per se, why they would bring him back. But I guess, you know, to me, they probably could have gave that money to Patrick Peterson, but they gave it to him. And this guy did not play a snap. Peterson only got $10 million. So I believe that Alford got $9 million or something like that. 9 or 6, somewhere in there he got. So I think that they probably could have brought Peterson back to try to run it back to see if they can make the playoffs, but that didn't happen, and he is no longer with the team. So now the future is now. So they got to be able to get a stud at corner, but at the same time, you can also go with getting Kyler Murray that help on the offensive line, getting a guy like Rashawn Slater. I definitely think that that would be something that they can do as well. He was a great offensive tackle for the Northwestern Wildcats. And I just think that that's a point of interest that the Arizona Cardinals could have also with that 16th pick overall. Not only that, they can also attack it from getting a pass rush. That defense, I think, will be legit if everything plays out right with the Arizona Cardinals and this team plays as a unit. I definitely think that the Cardinals defense can be box office this year. They just got to put it all together with Budda Baker, also the returning of Chandler Jones with J.J. Watt. And then you also got the rookie Isaiah Simmons, who will definitely should be a starter this year. So I'm looking for Simmons to do big things in his sophomore season. But definitely, man, you can go out there, guy, edge rusher. And this guy is a pretty big guy. We're talking about 6'7", Gregory Rousseau from Miami. I definitely think that the Cardinals can decide to go that way. Now, it just matters what the Cardinals really want to do. Who are they looking to get? To me, the number one need is a cornerback position. I already know that they need a corner. But also, it'll be hard to pass up on guys like Najee Harris and Travis Etienne, who definitely said that he would love to be with the Arizona Cardinals. So the Cardinals might fall in love with him as well. It just depends on which way they want to go. If they want to go with the corner in the first round, or do they want to take a corner in the later rounds, because there's more corners besides these guys. But these guys, to me, these are the top three guys at that corner position. So they can go with Caleb Farley. They could go with Surtain. They can go with Horn. I think they won't go wrong with going with any of those guys. And then with the running backs, I only think that it's two running backs that they could possibly go after. And the two running backs that I think that they can add to the team that would definitely benefit the team would be Najee Harris and also Travis Etienne. I think those two guys are probably the cream of the crop at the running back position. But you have other running backs besides these two guys. You got guys like Chuba Hubbard. You got Kalen Hill. You have Javonte Williams, Michael Carter, Khalil Herbert. There's a lot of different running backs in this class as well. Kenneth Gainwell. There's running backs that you can select in this draft. So wherever the Arizona Cardinals decide to do with that position, I definitely think that these are some guys that they can take and that the offense would definitely propel, especially if they get a guy like Najee Harris. I just really think that if Najee Harris is drafted, him or Travis Etienne, if they're drafted to the Arizona Cardinals, you better look out, because that Cardinals offense is going to be something to deal with. They're only a couple pieces away from really doing what they need to do. Probably you could add another tight end in there, but I don't think they'll go with the tight end early or anything like that, because I do know they lost Don Arnold to the Carolina Panthers. So it's going to be interesting to see which direction the Arizona Cardinals will go. Will they go for the cornerback? Will they go for the running back? Or would they decide to protect Kyler Murray and get a guy on the offensive line? Or would they beef up that defensive line and go out there a guy like Gregory Rousseau? So inquiring minds definitely want to know what the Arizona Cardinals are thinking about doing with that 16th pick overall. I think that the Cardinals, the sky's is the limit with the team this year. Cliff Kingsbury is going to have to get this team to the postseason, because you're in year 3 now. So I'm pretty sure the regime is like, okay, we almost made the playoffs last year. What are we going to do for an encore this year? We want to be in the playoffs, and we want to have a chance to contend for a Super Bowl title. So hopefully Kyler Murray will improve as well, and they'll get the weapons that they need on offense to be able to be one of the scariest teams in the NFL in 2021. I'm out of here. Till next time. Peace.